Let it roll, get bold. I just can't hold back or fold, cause I'm a man with soul. In control and effect, can what the heck rock the discotheque, and this groove is what's next. Attack, react, exact the Mac, a movie with a strong song as long as you groove to this. I keep the crowd loud when you hype, do damage on the stage and injure the mic. As I shoot the gift from C, stand stiff with my rhyme stick to you like Skippy and Jiff. Feel my blood fist for my death kiss. The rap solo is, you don't want none of this. Supreme in this era, I reign with terror. When I grab the mic, believe you're gonna hear a fascinating rhyme as I enchant them. So I'll sing the Big Daddy anthem. Go with the flow, my rhymes grow like an afro. I entertain the cane and never have a problem. I can sneak snuffle and cause even if I stutter, I'm still come off. Cause raps can't understand mics are ripped. The short ain't equipped, that's why they get flipped. But my apparatus is up to status. Don't ask who the baddest. Of course, that is the maker, breaker, taker. My rhymes ache the head, put it to bed. So watch, it said, save the bass for the pipe and rearrange your tone to take a loss to get forced in the danger zone. Damn. Whew. Toro, what's up? Hope everyone's good. Hope your situation's improved, Toro, from last time. Big up, Leon. Anthony Mackin, what's good? Yeah, man. Saeed, what's good? God bless. Yes, I did see Rafferty and Chamberlain. Like, whew. I'll tell you what, man. That sport is flipping tough, isn't it? I'm just trying to figure how both of them went through 12 rounds and there wasn't a knockdown. There wasn't one knockdown, but the amount of punches they threw and landed on each other through 12. I like Mark Chamberlain's uppercut, man. He had some nice uppercuts. The mistake he made was you can't fight someone like Jack Rafferty and not tie up. If you try to fight Jack Rafferty with just open hands for 12 rounds, it might be exciting. The crowd might like it, but it's the wrong strategy. You have to slow him up a little. You've got to cut down how much times he can bang you around to the body. I don't know how Chamberlain took all them body shots, man, and then finished strong in the late rounds. Although perhaps Jack Rafferty took the 12th. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Jack Rafferty doesn't move his head. That's what I realized. I've watched him a couple of times, but this fight here in particular exposed the lack of head movement. He does walk in square. And he's built like a pit bull, isn't it? He's built like a pit bull. Strong. He's a natural 140 pounder. Chamberlain was just moving up after losing to Josh Padley. And he had them bad cuts, Chamberlain, as well. I don't know who won the fight. They gave it a draw. Majority draw was probably about right. Tough fight. And they've agreed to do it again. But Chamberlain said, when are you going to do it again? Them cuts are going to take an age to heal. He had a few cuts over both eyes. Can't do it in a couple of months. Need to heal them cuts. Yeah. Big up BG London. Toro TV said he's found a month apartment for himself. Shadow boxing all day. So good. All good, man. So good. Like, it's just for that mental well-being. Like if you live in an inner city and you can't switch off from it because your living environment is not detached from the street, it's a tough one, isn't it? And it's funny. I was thinking about it today. Like we do nothing at all. Like if I live in my neighborhood over a period of years and I see this individual or that individual for 4 or 5 years asking people for money. I'm not going to say begging, I'm going to say asking people for money. And they're obviously mentally deteriorating and nothing is done about it. It seems inhumane to me. Um, yeah, it seems inhumane. There's so many people in our society who are just not coping with the stress levels of modern day life. And I'm not saying like we need to fix everything for them like bang like that, because you got to account for the people who are getting out of their bed and working hard and paying taxes into the system. You've got to account for them too. They also, you know, deserve some motivation and something out of the system to keep them going too. But yeah, it's just wrong. It's wrong. But you'd be surprised, you know. Sometimes just talking, if you just talk to a homeless person, I'm not saying you can fix all their issues, but even just for a few minutes, they might just feel like somebody. Like, I think what happens to a lot of homeless people, they feel they can't engage with us who have roof, shelter, etc. They feel that we look down on them. It's pretty bad, isn't it? Pretty bad. Toro said that fight was awesome. You saw that fight? Yeah, it was good, man. Toro said, yeah, he didn't force the strategic clinch against the pressure. I remember when Berto said that Mayweather would clinch and take a giant breath. Yeah, because like Chamberlain's conditioning was incredible. Because the body shots looked like, oh, he's going to go down soon. I don't know how he did it. And he's got a lean body as well. Like that body's not designed to take them big body whacks like that. Jack Rafferty, though, he's a value for money fighter. He really is. He's not world class, and neither is Chamberlain, but they could still maybe work their way up and um, perhaps challenge some fringe and rated contenders. Brewer, he says, where my stragglers at? Where my Marvin Hagglers at? My old Moody Peps and my Sandy Saddlers at? Yeah, remember that? That was off of the top of the dome. Big up, Brewer. Big up, Brewer. Big up. Tony Bartlett said, great fight, though, Beats. Yes, it was a great fight. It really was. I knew it would be a good fight, too. I knew it would be a good fight. I set aside time to make sure I saw that. Yeah. I didn't see much of the Australian card. Like Eddie's trying to say that Sky is not weight bullying these girls at Super Bantam, but come on, man. That Indian girl. Come on, Eddie, man. Stop it, man. Big up Bruce Gass. Big up Toby. Big up BG London. Whew. I didn't see Jake Wiley. The only fight I saw was Terramona on there. Who was on the card? I need to go back. I didn't even know it was on the zone, man. I missed it. Or I would have watched it live. Sometimes when you miss it live, it's hard to catch it back up again because you got other things going on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that Sky Nicholson is all of a sudden a puncher at 122. Let's have a look who else was in the card. Yeah, the girl was, gosh almighty. Right. Okay, I'm assuming Alex Leopai Jr. is the son of Alex Leopai Sr., who challenged Klitschko for the title. Remember Alex Leopai? Eddie Hearn was talking about signing him. Okay, 6-0 with 5 knockouts, 1 draw. 6'4". Bloody hell, he's a big lad, isn't it? 280. You weighing 280? Yeah, up them big food there. 280. Whew. Okay. Is this fight on YouTube? It's just one round, and let's see if I can glimpse at it. Now Eddie's talking about Terramona challenging Moses Atoma. Not saying he can't fight him, but he hasn't built up the interest in his career yet, Ed. Me old son. You know what I mean? He hasn't built the hype. He hasn't built the buzz. You know what I mean? Alex Leopai Jr. Remember Leopai Sr. fought Klitschko? It wasn't much of a challenge. Right. 1 round demolition. Is it Napti? Is that a silent G? Assuming it's a silent G. Let me see. Nagati. 1 round demolition. All right. All they've got is mobile phone coverage of this fight right now. They're trying to get a proper screen of it. Okay, Alex Leopai Jr. impresses Eddie Hearn with brutal 1 round stoppage. Okay. All right, let's look at the mobile phone. Put the mute button on though. What was that? A body shot? Let's have a look. Respiratory cardio went into spasm when he caught that lick to the left hook to the body. It's not funny, man, but all right. I don't know. He looks like a bit of a clubber. Bit of a clubber. It's our Alex Leopai Jr. He's a big, strong lad. Like, you know what I mean? Big, strong lad. I flip me there. Let's have a look. What's Eddie going to be signing? Yeah, perhaps Leopai Jr. and some Johnny Fisher. That'd be all right, isn't it? Yeah, it's hard to say. But based on that, I mean, some of the punches didn't even look like they connected properly. His opponent was totally inadequate to make an assessment on what type of potential he has. Done his thing though. SSB 28 in the building. What's up? Yeah. Toro, he says, you were going to stream. I was typing, I'm looking forward to this, and you suddenly appeared with the most wicked rhymes. Yeah, that's Big Daddy Kane's bars, man. That ain't my bars. That's Big Daddy Kane. That's a Big Daddy Kane bars. But it's all good. Sassad, yes, Beats. Big up. Have you heard of All Stars Boxing Gym? Yes, in Paddington. We went there the other day. It's a little near Doluth. I don't know how to cipher what you said there. Toby, Bruce Gass, salute OG. Hope you're doing well. Yes. Big up, Bruce. Big up, Bruce. Big up, Bruce. Are you back? You back from Backyard, Anthony? Yeah. Yeah. Toro says, I do a lot of work on my psychology using AI to keep my inner peace always intact, protected from chaos in my surroundings. Yeah. It's very important to protect your inner peace, your inner health from the chaotic surroundings. Yeah, it definitely needs to be done. Toro said one night while he was asleep on the street, some dude with goggles took his blanket and threw it and his wallet. No, just took his blanket and threw it in the trash and ran off into the night. Yeah, there's some strange reactions from people when it comes to the homeless, and I've never got it. You know what I mean? I've never got it. And it's funny, I was watching a Kevin Samuels video the other month, and he spoke about the time he gave a homeless person some money, and they bought alcohol with the money, and he was really pissed, and he spoke to his dad, and his dad said, after you give that man the money, it's not your business what he does with it. What are you getting mad for? And it's funny, I was told that years back, that if you give a homeless person the money and they use it for drugs, that's their bit. It's got nothing to do. It's you haven't got no. Oh, you should be looking for accommodation and you should be using this constructive. No, that's not your call. You gave the money from a place of goodwill, and that's where it ends. You don't know that person's history. You don't know their drug dependency, their alcohol dependency. You don't know nothing. You know what I mean? You giving someone a fiver or whatever you give them and you're expecting them to turn their lives around into a functioning human being after years of them not being that is probably a little la la land from yourself. Sassad, he believes Dillian White has one fight left in him. Probably the only person who thinks that. But you're not based on what you saw there. Like, where's he going to fight? He'll have to fight on his brother's black box cards, man. I mean, on Dean's cards. Who else is going to put him on the card right now? What value does he add to a card right now? BG, yeah, it's the Ute Them Carnival today. Like, Sunday, well, it's the Ute that it's only, what was it, 11 o'clock. It's the Ute Them Carnival tomorrow. Big People Carnival was today. Sundays when the the rogue element comes out. It is what it is. Like Carnival. I haven't been Carnival for a long time, and my thing was, I don't know if I thought I was some hard person or whatever. It's not. It's not that. I used to go Monday because you know you get Jay-Z, DMX, you get I mean all the like back then they used to come to the carnival to perform, man. Um, you get the hardcore sound systems and Sundays still bands, isn't it? And it's good for the kids and stuff. You know what I mean, but I hear they were wilding out on a Sunday a few years back, which they shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean, they shouldn't do it on Monday. They shouldn't be doing it. I used to go on Monday, and the weird thing, the last few times I went on a Sunday with my missus, and the Sunday was just dread. It was really good. It was really good. It was really good. It was really good. Uh, yeah, Carnival. Okay, Anthony, you out. Anthony's had enough. Anthony's had enough. People, he's deserting us, bro. Anthony's had enough. It's like that. You leaving us behind, Anthony. Don't blame you. Don't blame you, bro. You live once, man. You know what I mean? To be honest, just for health, I shouldn't really be here. Um, the winters are just bad for my bones and shit as I'm getting older. Um, Summer I'm okay, but winter I get like my bones is all mash up and I can go for like a couple of months with my sinuses just messed up in winter. It's depressing. To be honest, it's kind of like flip it now. What am I doing it? What am I doing it? Toro said poverty has been the birthplace of many boxing legends. Pacquiao was a homeless kid trying to sell cigarettes and donuts on the corner. Yep, Roberto Duran used to eat from trash cans in Panama as well. Yeah. Top end, he said, is Canelo versus Crawford the worst promoted super big fight in recent history? Zero promotion. It's only the fact I'm a boxing fan that I even know this fight is happening. Well, what promotion really does it need? I mean, the viewership is guaranteed. How much, like, they don't have to do much promotion. Like, the subscriber base on Netflix compared to the Zone is not comparable. Um, you don't need to promote that fight to Canelo's fan base. They've got it already. I haven't got Netflix, so I don't know how much promotion they're doing. So I haven't got Netflix, so I wouldn't know. I'd be a Bushi. I haven't looked at that fight. I haven't looked at his recent comeback. Big up Lisa Bells. Big up Dodge. Everybody's coming back, innit? Yeah, man. Oh, everyone's talking about Ike. I haven't seen it. Nothing concerning his fight has come up on my feeds. I haven't seen it. Where's he fighting? In Nigeria? Because he's surely deported from America. Yeah, Busta Rhymes. Yeah, Busta Rhymes. Yeah, enough of them, man. Enough of them. Yeah. And he said, yep, they're done. They've won. They can have their country. I really don't want it and never have. Pick yourself up. Pick yourself up, man. Because my only mistake is that I took this long to make up my mind. Muhammad says, winter over summer. Always for me. Winter over summer. Lisa. Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Oh, Ivan Ditchko. Who's he fighting, though? Ivan Ditchko, life. Okay, he's fighting Jermaine Franklin. Okay, that's interesting. What's happened to Jalalov? I mean, that's what we need to see. Jalalov versus Ditchko, man. You know what I mean? It's a real Eastern European rivalry, man. Where do you think we are headed as a society? It depends. What kind of circumference are you putting on society as a nation or as a global movement? I don't know. I don't know. Dr. Wu, how do we heal this country? I'm just so tired of all of it. How do we heal this country? Man. You just gotta find your ting in it. You gotta find your ting. You know what I mean? Wherever your ting is in it. Job. Career. Hobbies. Downtime. Go just find your ting. Go find your tings, man. Working out, investing, business, whatever it is. Just find your ting and get your focus on your ting. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. There's probably too much expectation on us as adults to be happy all day or happy. It don't work like that. You just got to be focused on what you got to do. Got to be focused. Try and eat right. Try and exercise. Try and get some balance. Sunlight. I mean, some vitamin D. You know what I'm saying? Stop relying on that Uber. Cook food. Cook your own food. Yeah. Anthony, what's good? And just move, do what Anthony's doing. You know what I mean? Don't worry about fixing shit. Don't worry about fixing shit. It's not your obligation. Just do what Anthony did. If you don't like where you are, just get the F out of there and bounce. Although I am better at dispensing advice than taking my own advice. I'll admit that. But yeah, just bounce. Just get out. Just get out. You're not obligated to fix what's fucked up around. You're not obligated. You know what I mean? Like, get out. Get out of it. Get out. Big up Chris Mateus. Muhammad said this AI-ish is low-key scaring me. Well, there's no point in being scared, Muhammad. It's here. The only thing you can do is educate yourself on it. What are the potential pitfalls and what are the benefits? And you know what I mean? Just pray that you're not victim to the technology. I think we all hope we won't be victim to the technology. It looks like it can do some shit that, you know what I mean, is underhanded. Yeah, I mean, that is what it is, isn't it? AI. Dr. Wu said, "Yep, only you have control on you." Yeah. Copin 09. I'd be a Bushy versus Tete should be made next. Both are the same age. You're gonna set that animal. I'd be a Bushy on Tete. Dodge says, "I promise you now, if one fool asks me where I'm from, they won't have to go to KFC for a 2-piece." What's that in related to? I promise you now, if one fool, where are you? You on the street, walking, or you in some foreign country or something? Toro says, "Human society differs all across the world. The CEOs needs to be required to return some of the wealth back to their workforce. But the struggle for good versus evil will continue across time and civilization." Boxing After Dark. Beats. Who you got out of Joe Louis versus Frazier? I'll probably run with Joe Louis behind that jab. I'll run with Joe Louis, but I can see Frazier effing him up as well, though. It's a good fight. It's a very good fight. I've actually pondered over that fight a few times myself. Joe Louis versus Joe Frazier. I'll go for Joe Louis. You know what I mean? I'll go for Joe Louis. Damn, what's the matter? I need to get some water. Sorry about it, people. And Jonathan says, "Yeah, do what Anthony did. If you lived in an area where you can't order brass or Deliveroo, you're in the wrong hood." What's brass? You mean punny? When you say brass, you mean Nani? Narnia. Some of the good Narnia. You gotta have a laugh as well. You gotta have a laugh. You gotta be able to have a laugh. You gotta be able to laugh things off. You gotta have a good laugh. Toro said, "AI is good. I think AI is good for boxing in particular. Enjoy the ride. Don't use it with malice. Watch the world evolve." Anthony says, Exactly. The world is done. God alone can fix this. I've said on this live stream before, if Jesus doesn't exist, then dog nyam will supper down. Yeah, because there are no answers down here. Yeah. There sometimes isn't no answers. You've got to maintain a sense of humor. And sometimes you just got to like get out of the environment. Just get out, get away, change the environment, get a new, fresh perspective. That's all you can do. Yeah, 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 yeah. As for hoping that society is gonna just turn around and be at peace with itself, that's more an individual um, journey. Toro TV, he likes Ike Ibiabushi versus Derek Chisora right now. Ooh. Jonathan said by two-piece he meant combo because he's ashamed of where he's from. I don't know. I don't know if he meant that. I don't know. Toro said he's got Lewis too in a fight of the year. Yeah. I can see Joe going on the canvas. I see Frazier putting Joe on the canvas, but knocking Joe out is tougher than just knocking him down. Joe gets off the canvas. He'll get off the canvas. That's a really good fight. It's a really good fight. So you know why it's a really good fight? It's because they're trainers as well. Because you're basically pitting like Gans versus Futch. And where Frazier's going to really struggle is them short combinations that Lewis can throw. He can get so much power on short punches. It's scary. And Frazier, yeah, he's going to try the bob and weave. you're getting Ross up, bro. Once Joe finds the range with a jab, you're getting Ross up. When Lewis puts them combinations together, it's not a good look for you. Not a good look. Not a good look. Not a good look. Boy, rehydration. I'm not sure about Alex Leopai's son. He looks like he needs to get his condition. Although sometimes them Samoans have that body type where it doesn't look beach body ready, but they're strong as anything. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What's that video? The uncomfortable truth about your favorite boxers. That seems interesting. There are uncomfortable truths about our favorite boxers that if we're like totally invested in how great they are, we don't want to see things. And that's with certain things they do in the ring and outside the ring. Yeah. 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 Jonathan said, Brass, bro, Yanani. Yeah. Give me panani, one panani, one panani, shiny panani, any panani. But I tell you what, I listened to some derelict music in my youth, but it was really good though. It was really good. It was really good. No regrets at all. No regrets at all. AI could eradicate robberies from boxing one day soon, says Toro. It'd be better if it could eradicate robberies on the street. Boxing. Yes. If we could do that, that'd be fucking even better. It'd be even better, bro. Yeah, 25 defenses, isn't it, Toro? 25. Um, I don't think no one breaks that in my lifetime. And here's the thing, yeah, don't be talking about Klitschko or anything. Undisputed defenses, lineal championship defenses is what we're talking about. Not unified champion. You know what I mean? It's two different records. Ulick says the sports has changed so much for such a record to be broken. Yeah, like how is he going to be able to keep all them belts together without getting stripped to make 25 undisputed defenses? I'm talking about a champion in this era here. You know what I mean? As soon as Usyk got them belts from Tyson, no, we're stripping him, and you know what I mean, and it's not a matter of they stripped him. It's like the boxing fans, they just go along with what the sanctioning body says. I mean, like, okay, he's no longer undisputed. Well, if you say he's not undisputed, then he's not. Then you know what I mean? But I haven't got a clue if he's got the amateur background. Leopold Junior Coppin, none at all. Yeah. Why are they making such a big deal about Canelo and Boots sparring? Talking about, oh, Boots is a seller. He's not selling that. He's sparring Canelo. He's learning, and he's also giving Canelo assistance to prep for Crawford. You know what I mean? My gosh. Toro defending any of the one titles would count, though, right? Agreed that it's impossible to keep all the titles for anywhere close to 25 defenses. Yeah. Lewis was lineal champion all the way through his reign, mate. You know what I'm saying? Lineal undisputed champion. Coppin says, easy. Fight your 4 Mandos a year. No one gets 4 Mandos a year, though. Toro TV, for example, if Caballero obtains the WBO belt and didn't unify but defended that WBO 26 times, it would count to me. So him defending the WBO belt 26 times would count over somebody who was undisputed champion. Nah, come on, man. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Holding all the belts has its problems due to the rules and mandatory and voluntary defenses. Toro says just purely from a title defenses count. Look, man, boxing can't look to emulate the standards of the predecessors from yesteryear. It can't look to do that. It's not logistically possible. Rampage Jackson's son was banned on kick for beating up a man flatline in the ring. What is Rampage's son doing? He's a bit of a nutter, isn't he? Is he a wrestler? Oh, did that guy from The Sopranos die, the Jewish guy? What was the Jewish guy? Was he a solicitor or something? I mean, let's have a look. Sopranos actor passed away today. Jerry Adler, who spent decades behind the scenes of storied Broadway productions before pivoting to acting in the 60s, has died at 96. Whew. According to a brief family announcement confirmed by the Riverside Memorial Chapel in New York. 96, man. That's a run, you know. 96. Wow. So how old was he in Sopranos? He was bloody old, wasn't he? 96. That's a run, bruh. Jerry, that's a run, rude boy. A run. Not as old as my grand, though. How old was my grand? 97, 98 when she passed? 97, I mean. Yeah. Yeah. My grand. My grand's crazy. I mean, my grand could have lived to 120 if she wanted to. Easy. She could have lived as long as she wanted. You know why she passed away? It's because she didn't die of no illness. It was just like she said to herself, oh, okay, I'm just gonna let everyone do everything for me. You make my food, and this, that, and I'm just gonna watch television and yeah. Yeah, a respiratory just kind of packed up and she passed away. She didn't have no particular illness though. Toro said, okay, his granduncle lived to 102. Ethereal Dreams, it says his grand made it to 106 backyard, you know. Yeah. Yeah. She was like, you have some hard food and some good food across this over. That's what keep them, you know. People wonder, like, how they live that long. It's the food, bruh. It's the food. You never see my grand, yeah, go out and get me some Deliveroo fried this, that, and that. Nah, brother. Nah. I'm telling you, man. BG said his grand is 105. Wow, okay, you guys are like making me look so proud of my grand's 97 joints. 105, you know. Ulix, whole food from the earth, no GMO, no process. Yeah. 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 That's what it is, man. And listen, my grand was this health conscious person. My grand used to smoke what was it, Condor tobacco from the pipe, really strong tobacco. The doctor said, How are you smoking such strong tobacco? And she used to drink, not alcoholic, but she used to drink regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like the ethereal said, yeah, hard work, yeah, just like my grand, yeah, woke up, yeah, just like my grand ethereal, like you say, 4 a.m. work, yeah, yeah. And when the work stopped and she was sitting down watching TV, that's when the issue started. That's when it started. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you see, like Jerry, who passed away, Mr. Adler. See, he grew up in a time. You know how much years he spent without no screens in his face all the time. You know how much death that's going to cause amongst our generation. Our face, always in the screen, in the screen, in the screen. Not the screen, bro. You know what I mean? Fierce eyes on our screen. Yeah. Wow. BG. Said her grand had 9 kids too. Yeah. Mm. Copin 09 at Cracks FM, the original 103.3. I'm sure IBF rules at heavy are different to the other weights. Been a minute since I looked at the rules. Yeah, Sopranos, man. Sopranos. 96. That's a run, you know. How old was James Gandolfini when he passed? Anthony Soprano. He was a serious, bro. He's one of the best TV characters, bro, in any TV show. Anthony Soprano was just bad, man. Just bad. How old was he when he passed? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. He's probably in his 50s or something, isn't he? Oh, 2007. Wow. Is that, no, 2013. Yeah, 2007. 2013. He passed away. He was 51. He was a kid. He was only 51. Oh, wow. He'd only be 63 if he was still living. Oh, man, 20 fucking. I didn't realize he looked a little older than that, isn't it? It's because of the weight, though. When you look at the weight, what's the cause? He's a Soprano, man. That was one of the most heart attack here, cardiac arrest in his hotel room in Rome. Oh man. At the young age of 51. I didn't realize he was that young. So good. Ulix, he couldn't get into the Sopranos. Damn, I couldn't get out of it, man. I couldn't get out of the Sopranos, man. I was like, Sopranos was just the shit, bro. It was just brilliant, man. It was just brilliant. It was just brilliant. Just great distraction television, right? Just the entertainment, man. Like, just it was funny as well. That's the thing, man. It was like, you know, used to crap me up is Sil. Sil used to crap me up, man. Just his facial features, and like, when he used to get mad. Oh gosh. And it was the big one. Did it poorly. When he was trying to do some quotation about yeah, you know, Quasimodo predicted this and Tony went crazy. It's not Quasimodo, it's Nostradamus. It was funny as well. It was funny. Funny. It was tragic as well. It was absolutely like his relationship with his mother. That was crazy. Yeah, that is you hit it on the nail, BG. Sopranos must be good if it kept Beats interested. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. His mum was a piece of work who would try and psychologically damage her children. She was like dread. Like, Lord, all parents try to psychologically damage their, not all parents, but a lot do. It don't mean they're bad people. I think it's kind of like a rites of passage for parents to screw you up a little. The mom was evil. And Junior, remember Junior shot him? And then he had to go to the psychiatrist, and he tried to screw the psychiatrist. I don't blame her. She was kind of a hottie. I remember she was in is it Goodfellas? What was the one man, was it Goodfellas? Yeah, she was in that film anyway. She was like, oh gosh. She was on fire, bro. She was on fire. She was on fire, bro. Short upon fire. Toro TV felt sorry for him when the ducks flew away. I'm trying to remember what I remember something with the ducks as well. It was sad. Yeah, listen, if you really go deep into it, it's quite like it weren't just violence, although the violence was I mean, a great part of it, obviously. Yeah. Remember, Tony said some Junior. He said some old country language before he boxed him. That was just mad. That was mad, bro. That was crazy. I can't remember what he said. I don't speak Italian. This is mad. Leave him. There's an in there. The Ducks leaving Tony Soprano's pool was a key moment for the character, symbolizing his fear of losing control of his family and life, which led to his first panic attack and a return to Dr. Methy for therapy. The actor who played Tony Soprano, yeah. Okay, that's deep, bro. That's deep. That is deep. Wow. And then Dr. Melfi, she turned him away and refused to to treat him. And I remember that really peed him off. That really peed him off because she was becoming dependent on him. Because it was probably such a fascinating case study. And one of her colleagues pointed out what was happening to her. Yeah. And she made some suggestions that you need to go, you can go here. I'll give you some other psychiatrists you could see. And he was just like, that was crazy. The ducks leaving, that's dread. Tony cared for a family of ducks that nested in his swimming pool, much like he cared for his own family. When the ducklings fledged and the family left, wow, that's deep. Tony felt sad and distressed. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it was it was more than just it was a brilliant show. It's probably one of the best TV programs of shows that I've watched. I'm not gonna lie. It was that good. It was that good. Toro TV said that I relate to Tony Soprano because of his relationship with his mother, but it's fascinating to see it play out on screen to a mobster. Yeah. Because he had a lot of insecurities, despite all that power he had. You know what I mean? Wow. Toro said it's a show about psychology. To me, Junior thought he was an old rival named Balanga and shot him. Yeah, because I don't. What did he say before he shot him, man? Let me do this. What did Junior say before he shot Tony Soprano? Wow. It's not Balanga, Malanga. Okay, let me see. Wow. He told him, Hayafata uno katata Malanga, which translates to you did a stupid thing, Malanga, because he thought he was shooting a member of the rival Malanga family. Junior was suffering from dementia and confusion, leading him to mistake Tony for his enemy. That was mad, bro. That was mad. Mm-mm. Then you had Janice. Janice was just crazy. Toro said he called him Edgar Balanga and shot him. Remember? Oh boy. Wow. Great program, bro. Wow. Yeah, Janice was just a screw up, bro. She was just screwed up. Man. She shot fiance Richie. Richie boxed her, innit? Richie did box her. Then he went to go eat his dinner. No, your last dinner, that's her. You know what I mean? Richie was a piece of crap, though. Richie was a piece of crap. He was evil. Richie was evil. Like, remember the guy who owned a deli, and when Richie got out of jail, he was saying, like, I don't know if it was because the guy didn't visit him or he didn't, you know what I mean, didn't help him out while he was doing his bid. When he ran that car into his legs and mashed. He just evil. He was just pure evil. Bad dude. Yeah, man. I don't care what you'll say. Terence Crawford has never fought an elite fighter at 147 or 154 in their physical or mental prime. Never fought the best at their best. Well, if that's the case, Canelo should beat him easy. If that's the case. It's a hot, like, we've never seen Crawford at 160, let alone 168. He's been very inactive. But then again, Canelo, I think Canelo's like foot speed is going to trouble him against Bud. But then again, is Bud going to have his foot speed moving up to 168? Is he going to retain his speed, moving up so much weight classes? It's hard to say, man. Is Bud cashing out? Yeah, Beansy. Yeah, that's the one. Beansy. That was bad, man. Yeah. Yeah, what he done to Beansy was bad, man. What Beansy offered him what is it, a sandwich at his deli. He said, fuck your sandwich. You know what I mean? Yeah, he wasn't a good person. Yeah, Beansy. That's the one. Wow. He said, screw the sandwich. And Adriana, she snitching, yeah? She got done for snitching. She told I forgot, I just had his name there. What's his name? He used to take drugs. He told her boyfriend, I can't remember his name now, that she snitched. Oh man. And he started crying because he couldn't kill her, and then, you know what I mean? The lads had to get it done. What's his name? I can't remember the cast's name right now. I can see his face. Ulick says, very inactive, never been hit by a guy at 168. Canelo never been KO'd or dropped. Many be stunned a few times, and Crawford did not look all that good with 10-0 Madrimov at the time. Just too many things. Toro said Adriana was going to let Tony bone her like a cheeseburger sideways, and she snitched on Chris and everybody. Yeah, Chris, that's the boy, yeah. Yeah. She blew him off though. She did blow Tony off though, innit? She blew Tony off in the whip, man. You know what I mean? And Chris knew it. Chris knew it. And Chris knew it. And then when Chris and Tony were driving, they had that accident. Chris was in bad shape, and Tony just, you know what I mean? What did he do? He covered his mouth with his nose and just held it and just let him pass out. Yeah, snitching, man. She did not. I'm sure in one sit she did blow him off though, didn't she? Didn't she blow him? Didn't she? I'm sure she. Boy, no, I'm sure she did. Maybe I got it wrong then. Oh, that all right. The car accident prevent. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm-mm. Wow. Imagine that though. That's bad though, isn't it? Because like it's not like he was short of Pum Pum Tony. I mean, he could get. You know what I mean, and then you mean that's nah, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. But that's what happens when you have excess like that. You get greedy, and then you want to take people's who are close to you's OPP. You know what I mean, and it's not good. It's not good, man. Everything like comes back to you and what you want. The narcissist, you know what I mean? Bad. Adriana. You're right, you know, Toro. I think, yeah, the accident stopped it. Yeah, the accident stopped it. He definitely was going to do it, though. Definitely. No, I don't watch Love Island. No, I've never watched a bit. I don't want. Can't do that. No, no. There's only a few TV programs um, in the last say since the era of the Sopranos that I've watched. Can't get into it. Okay, so what we got, people? TV's just crap. TV. Yeah, it's crap. Yeah, Daniel, it's crap. The Penguin was also a good show. I don't think I've seen that. 24 was a show I used to watch. Was that with I forgot his name now. His dad was a famous actor. I can't remember. You know what's happening, man. You see, the older I'm getting, like our brain is just seizing up. It refuses to work out memory. Yeah, forgot his name. They had a man from Tottenham on the show, and he quit like Wilder did on Traitors. Yeah, what Wilder like went into tears, didn't he? Daniel Cole says, I was trying to get into a new game show on BBC where they guess what country they are in, and they had to shut it off. Mm-mm. What they fly them to the country, and they've got to work it out with asking someone. I'm guessing that's it. Yeah, Keith Sutherland. That's the one. Yeah, yeah. I think he's the son. Donald Sutherland's his dad, isn't it, Ulix? Yeah, yeah. That's Donald Sutherland's kid. I remember 24. It was a bit. Um, it was a bit too based in paranoia, though. So that's what I remember of it. Like it was good at the time, though. It was good at the time. Big up Dennis. He says, "Big up my Mr. Beats. I'm just catching the show, my man. Great show as always. Appreciate it." Daniel says they have to work out where in Europe they are. They make them put on VR headsets and then drive them around on a bus with blurred windows. Bloody hell. Yeah, yeah. It's Donald Sutherland's son. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. There was like around that time there was some good programs on. X Files was good for a little while, and then it started to almost parody itself. You know what I mean? X Files had a few good seasons. You know what I mean? Jimmy, he says the most scary people are the non-drug talking, hard-working, fit as F, never give up or complain humans. That's what pushes the mortals to drugs and cheating. Consistency is scary. If you have consistency in your life, to those who don't, it is scary. It is actually a scary trait because it's always pushing it in their face that look at all what you're not doing. Look at all what I do in one day that you're not doing in long periods of your life. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Outer Limits. I never got into Outer Limits. Seemed a bit Ulick says X-Files was big, Supernatural had a few good seasons, so did Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones. BG London, Breaking Bad would get beats hooked. Brilliant show. I haven't seen all these programs. I couldn't get into Quantum Leap and Outer Limits. They seem like the same program to me, Ulick. I don't know why. Yeah. The Penguin with Colin Farrell had shades of Sopranos. What happened to TV, man? What happened to TV? It just, I don't know. Social media came along and it just destroyed television. Just destroyed it. Just destroyed it. Haven't seen a good program on television for ages, man. Toro TV. They were on their way to pick up a load of coke. That's right. That's right, Toro. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I think Lubin is going to give Ortiz a tough fight. I'm not going to pick him to win. I'm not going to do that. But I think he's going to give him a tough fight. Lubin is athletic and he does have skills. He's going to give him unless Ortiz catches him and gets him out of there early. I think he's going to give him a tough fight. Ortiz seems to panic as if he gets in a tough fight a little. I think it's going to be a tough fight. Actually, looking forward to that fight. Ulick says, naughty by nature. OPP. How can I explain it? I'll take you frame by frame it to have you all jumping out and saying it. Always for other P's for people scratch your temple. The last P, well, that's not that simple. It's sort of like another way to call a cat a kitten. It's 5 letters words that are missing. Yeah, that was that was a very complicated rhyme scheme, you know. Very complicated. And see, the thing is, OPP was a commercial tune, but the actual rhyme scheme he used was very complex, very ahead of its time. There was a lot of coded bars in there and double entendres and stuff you had to listen to a few times to work out. It was very, very complex. Underrated MC Tretch. Very underrated. Very underrated. No, I don't remember these programs, Penguin and stuff. Daniel said, I just watched boxing. BG's a movie guy. Jimmy said, now we have 1 million channels, but nothing to watch. Yeah. Yeah. Daniel Cole said, a lot of old school yardies didn't mess with TV. That's not true. A lot of the old, especially the women, when the Jamaican women love them TV programming. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, yeah. TV used to be like TV had its time in it. It had its time. It had its time. But right now, it's struggling in it. It's on its ass. It's on its ass. I'm not gonna bring up one of the reasons why it's so crap now. I'm not gonna do that. I'll leave that alone. Based on DC comic character of Batman's Rose Gallery. Oh, Penguin, the villain Penguin. Okay. Yeah. Ethereal Dreams Beats. You got to check out the new Ghostface rap Kingpin spits over Rakim's My Melody. He also um he also rapped over that old Craig Mack song before he was sort of Craig Mack. Troop and Easy. What's it called? Get Retarded. He rapped on that. That was pretty good. And I'm not a big Ghostface fan. I actually like that one though. Old Droog still going? Old Droogie Otis. Daniel Cole is not a big Old Droog fan. Neither am I because sounded a bit too close to NAS. Yeah, he wasn't bad though. Wasn't bad. Sounded a little too close, little too close. Sometimes I couldn't work out who was Nas and who was Old Droog. Yeah. Ethereal said in '87, MacGyver was massive backyard. MacGyver, PG London, all that Marvel DC movies are the same thing. No, he did sound like him though, Daniel. He definitely sounds like. Sometimes you couldn't tell them apart. You couldn't when he first come out, Aldrich. It's like some people saying, "Oh, he just got the similar voice." Nah, it just sounds like he's trying to be Nas. Yeah, I know. You might have to go listen to the earlier recordings. He sounds like no, like there was a few songs I thought it was Nas because I didn't know who it was. I just heard it. I said, "Oh, this is a new Nas song." Yeah, yeah, he sounded just like Nas. And then I found out it wasn't. I was saying, "Whoa, it's not Nas." No, it's not Nas. I said, "Damn, son." Yeah, big up Tone. What's up? Yeah, he sounded just like Nas, just like you're saying that Action and Ghost. You know what I mean? Old Droog. Like Gorilla Black and Biggie. Is it Sicario and Jay Z? Ethereal said, "You're right though. He does sound like Nas." Yeah, there were some tracks I was like, "Oh, it's not Nas." Okay, and then when you listen to it proper, then you can hear the little nuance that no, it's not Nas, but flip it now. Close to the bone though. Mm, yeah. Biting. That's biting. I mean, they're probably saying, "No, I'm not biting," but it is biting. That's what it is. It's biting. Ethereal. Whilst we are here, what's your favorite Nas? Okay, you got Memory Lane. Memory Lane is bad. Memory Lane is bad, man. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I don't know. Memory Lane. My favorite Nas. It's got to come from Illmatic though. Out of all the out of all his material, it's got to come from um yeah. That was bad, man. He was on some deep street. It was street, but abstract street, wasn't it? Yeah. Rapper the monkey flipping with the funky rhythm of the kicking, musician inflicting composition of pain. I'm like Scarface sniffing cocaine, holding an M16. See with the pen I'm extreme. Now, bullet holes left in my peepholes. I'm suiting up with street clothes. Hand me a 9 and I'll defeat foes. He was bad. He was like game changer. He was a game changer. He was a big, big game changer. Nas was bad, man. When he came out on live at the barbecue, I shoot slugs through my brain just like a rifle. Stampede the stage. I'm on some pretty tone shit. Verbal assassin. My architect pleases. When I was 10, was it 10 or 12? He went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Like, Lord of mercy. When he said that, see, like, Nas was from that era. That was with the era. And I think it probably started from NWA. And then the East Coast had their version of it, where you had to say the maddest thing. The maddest thing. And then that carried on all the way through to Eminem and D12. And that just became like, you'd have to go back to NWA and the Ghetto Boys. Just saying like shock value bars, like like people get scared. What did he just say? Yeah. They were scary. Scary days for rap. But now you can't really do shock value rap. It's just like, okay, you mean he's trying to say something a bit edgy. Like, what did is it Yachty? He got himself in some issues with, is it Derek? Not Derek Jackson. What's his name? The guy who looks like George Floyd. What's his name? Because he made some bars about, what did he say about like doing a girl, yeah, and then he's got his knee on her in her back while he's doing it. And it just didn't go over too well. A lot of people weren't happy with them bars. Mm-mm. Daniel says Nas is a legend. Daniel says his favorite has to be Take It in Blood. Thomas says originate, don't pirate. Yeah. Daniel says Stillmatic is his favorite Nas album. It's got the record. Stillmatic. Yeah. That's when he made Build and Destroy on Stillmatic, innit? That was bad, actually. That was bad. Yeah, it was written. Was a good album. See, his issue was like, I think it's the New Yorkers though. The New Yorkers wanted him to make another Illmatic, and it was just caught in a time capsule. It was never going to be duplicated. Jimmy, are they bars you got there, Jimmy? It says, illegally, I'm mixed up in biological technology. Like sodomy, asphyxiating society with anxiety, acrimoniously, who knows of my opposes me. Like Enoch and Mosley, iniquity began with the lack of melanin. Damn, damn, y'all some, some bars today. Inspired by Cool G Rap. Who's that? Nas and Rakim. Toro TV. He said he likes Nas, Nice and Smooth. I love Nice and Smooth. KRS One, lyrically, that was the best era, in my opinion. Jimmy says, in that skin forensic coded pen. Tone. Yeah, the Michael Jackson looping ain't hard to tell. That was bad, man. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. The mic is contact and I attract clientele. My mic check is like the breath, leaving a sniper's breath. I inhale the Buddha through the righteous steps, deep like a shine. I can't remember. Bad though. Bad. Yeah, the Michael Jackson sample took it to a next level. Large Professor. Was that Human Nature? That was the Human Nature sample. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. You know what that I mean, like I know some people probably don't approve, but that was smoking weed hip hop. That beat there. That was a beat to bun a big head to. You're the baseball bat, SPLIFF. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was. That was the one, bro. That was hypnotic. That was bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tupac went crazy on Hit 'Em Up. I can't lie. Yeah, yeah. Ethereal. He's acknowledging the human nature loop. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, Lucky Upset says Crawford is getting KO'd. Damn. Anyone can get knocked out, and Canelo is very compact in it. So you know. Yeah, Tupac went crazy. First off, fuck your itch. And the click you claim. West side, when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, up your wife. He just like, yo, when I heard the OS, I said, yo, this dude here. Grab your Glock when you see Tupac. Who shot you for your punks couldn't finish? Now you're about to feel the wrath of a menace. Homie, I hit him up. We keep it real on the mic like penitentiary steel. This ain't a freestyle battle or you niggas getting killed with your mouth open. I'm like, yo, stop him, something. Because I want to, yo, I tell you what, right? I'm not a big Tupac fan, but that is one of the baddest diss records of all time. That was just bad. That was bad. That was bad, bro. He was tearing strips of New York. Not just Biggie. He tore strips of New York, bro. You know what I mean? Wow. Yeah, Fast Life was good, BG. Crescentio was good. Yeah. And Cool G Rap. Toro TV said shock value is still driving rap. I think it's harder and harder to shock people when people are going too far. Well, I tell you what, right? From someone from outside America looking at it, yeah. Before NWA came out, I remember watching Hector Camacho fight. And post fight, he used the N word. All them N words. He was even talking about fighting Larry Holmes. And Larry's a heavyweight and Hector was a lightweight. But he said, Pernell Whitaker, all them N words and this and like, oh, when he like using the N word in Britain, or because it was in America, but even in America, for a lot of people, using the N word was taboo. And NWA came out a few years later, and the N word it just a lot of people couldn't understand it. I couldn't. It took time to like, why are they using that word like that? And the thing is, the thing is, on them old school block party tapes, I did hear that word used a few times in the rhymes, but only a few. And then when Straight Outta Compton came out and they done the skit and they shot the hooker in the car, it was like, oh, okay, this is not the rap we're accustomed to. What's going on? And I remember when Straight Outta Compton came out, the album, and a lot of the road youths out. No, I don't think the road. I don't think a lot. I don't. It was just weird, man. It was just weird. It was weird because, like, what you have to understand is that gangster rap from the West Coast, Compton's Most Wanted, NWA, Snoop, and all that. It came right on the back of the Afrocentric, black conscious rap, which was totally different in ideology. Total opposite from shooting up N words and calling women the B word. Some people say it's a conspiracy. Tone said so many great producers on Illmatic, all on form, great picks. Q-Tip, Pete Rock, LES, Primo, Lark Professor. It's a piece of New York rap that's time capsuled, like you say. They were all on great form, great picks, great tracks, great MC. What was it? I think it was 9 tracks, including the skit. It didn't need no more material on it than that. It was so complete. It was so complete. The only song I didn't like was One Time for Your Mind. And even after a time, I started liking that. You know what I mean? Yeah, somebody's talking, Ethereal's talking about AZ's flow on Life's, yeah. You know AZ, right? AZ had some of the best breath control of any MC. Of any MC. Like, I bought the debut album, man. I'm like, his breath control was just on another level, man. There was one song on that album. Rather Unique was good, but there was one he was talking about this girl, Ho Happy Jackie. And normally when people tell story raps, they have to do them at a relatively steady pace so people can hear everything. This man was telling a story in compounds, and it was just like brilliant. It was just pure genius. It was just pure genius. She even juiced Jeff the Jew, Jackie, I'm scared of you. He just like, well, low. Ho Happy Jackie. Great storytelling. Jimmy says nothing can stop the elevation to the pre-intended destination. Lifetime work and preparation, no excuses or explanation. Jimmy's on his bars today, bruh. Big up Lisa. Jimmy says Puck was on some feeling lyrics. Man's feelings are hard to argue with. Wow. Yeah, Cool G Rap, very underrated, Lisa. Yeah, Tupac just he just wowed out really on Hit 'Em Up. It just came out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Toro TV says in NYC, Puerto Ricans and black people intermingle and use the word as a replacement for the word fellow. Hmm. Yeah, it's I guess it's just a word. And Ephraim said, grew up on looks of disapproval from my pops when the N bomb dropped. As a 50-year-old now, I understand as a British born man, I'm still not comfortable. Toro TV said he doesn't use it himself, but my father always has. In a casual way, I always found it strange. Hmm. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Is that the rap group you're talking about, Tom? Jimmy, he says, tell you what, though, LL is not Will Smith. TV or no TV, LL can spit. Um, there's two different lanes, though, isn't it? Two different lanes. Like Will had some good records when he first came out. Parents that just don't understand. And what was the other one? I like some of his. I like Summertime, barbecue music. Summertime was bad. That was a bad song. Wicked. And what was the other one? You can feel the same way too. I used to like that one as well. I used to like Men in Black. Men in Black was good. And I like some of Will's music. I like some of Will Smith's music. I do. I do. He's not a great lyricist or nothing, but I like some of his songs. I love the intro for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That rap is bad, and that beat by Quincy is bad. It's bad. Yeah. Daniel said, different from my generation. We use it, and it's not a big deal. Yeah. Oh, listen, we used it before you, Daniel. We used it well before you because like when we got accustomed to it, we used it. So, you know what I mean, you're still late on that one, but It's always going to be controversial. Yeah, Whole Happy Jackie is a classic, Daniel. It's definitely a classic. Toro TV said he misses the story raps. Why can't they, like, the great storytellers, Cool G Rap, Slick Rick, K Solo was very good. I always used to like Public Enemy's Cold Steel in the Hour of Chaos. That was sick. BDP, Love's Gonna Get You. That was dread. Um, Tales from the Crack Side, K Solo. It's important to be able to do story raps. I used to love Ice Cubes in the projects. Once upon a time in the projects, yo, I damn near had to wreck a hoe. I knocked on the door. Who is it? It's Ice Cube to pay a little visit to you. So what's up with the N-words in the parking lot? She said, F them, because they get sparked a lot. I sat on the couch, but it wasn't stable. And then I put my Nikes on the coffee table. Her brother came in, he's into gang banging, because he said, yo, what's up? What set you claiming? That was like, it's just, it's a lost skill in rap, Toro. That's what, it's a lost skill. It's a lost skill. Rappers who could tell stories. It's a lost skill. Like I tell you what, man. I used to like that summertime song. I did. I did like the summertime song. I did like the summertime. Well, Miami. Miami was a bit cheesy, but it was okay. It was okay. It was okay. Toro said, "Yeah, Will had bars. Have you heard his new songs and freestyles?" Tone said, "I find myself listening to more '80s rap nowadays." Nah, '80s. I looked to '80s. The first MC, the first MC I really rated ever was Kool Moe Dee. It was definitely Kool Moe Dee. A lot of people say Melly Mel, but nah, for me, it was Kool Moe Dee. It was Kool Moe Dee. He was just bad. BG London, Ice T, The Tower was my ish story. Yeah. That's a jailhouse rap. Yeah, I remember that song. It was creepy, isn't it? Like Ice T was not the best MC, but there were certain songs Ice T did that no other rapper could do. I don't care what anyone says. Like Played Yourself, the way he told the stories on that. Hustler, that was just bad. New Jack Hustler, that one you just mentioned there, Tower. He had a few of them. He was a great storyteller, actually. Yeah, he was bad, man. He was bad. He like I tell you, man, when he produced the album with his girl on the cover, Darlene, that was just crazy, bro. Just crazy. Yeah, Ice T was bad, man. And he had another song he did with Curtis Mayfield. I'm Your Pusher. That was really good, man. Superfly. That was bad. It's just you know what it is. I don't know what it is actually. I thought like it's just the entertainment value I think rappers had their eye on the entertainment value of what they're saying, rather than just saying repetitive um, throwaway bars. Jimmy says, to be a great MC, you must have a great vocabulary, a unique voice, and know how to ride the rhythm. You've got to know how to ride the rhythm. Toro said, absolutely. It isn't low-hanging fruit. It takes craft and having a story worth telling. Definitely. Definitely. Cool G Rap. Very good storyteller, bro. Very good. You know what song I really disliked from Fresh Prince, though, was I Think I Could Beat Mike Tyson. I used to hate that song. It used to get on my nerves. They used to play it on MTV. I think Mike was in the video as well. Yep. High Rollers, Ice T. Yep. Colors was another one. Ethereal. Yeah. Ethereal's asking, who would I choose, Darlene or Coco? Oh, bloody hell. I'm not choosing, bro. I'll take both, bro. I'll take both. You know what I mean? I'll take both. I'm not choosing. I refuse to choose. I'm taking both of them. You know what I mean? Who would you take? Well, you limit yourself down to a choice? Tone, Tile Rock is yours. Yeah, they were next level rhymes, Tone. Yeah. Commentating, innovating, description giving, adjective giving to the people of the universe. This is yours. They were next level rhymes at the time. Good point. Good point. I don't really know if it's a musical river could mess with your head. I don't know. Is it true? I leave it up to you. I used to love that song, man. That was one of my favorite songs, bro. Tila Rock, it's yours. Yeah, the 80s Tone. Yeah, yeah. You know, that was when the 808, that song there. But Rick Rubin did not produce that. A lot of people think Rick Rubin produced that because obviously he was using the same 808 kicks on the Run DMC joints. But or did Rick Rubin produce it? I don't think he did. He might have done. Ethereal says Coco, original, but Darlene, the whole package. Big up PG London. Oh man, Toad, do I remember Cash Money and Marvelous? I used to love it. They used to have that song, the Mighty Hard Rocker. You know what I mean? And Ugly People Can Be Quiet. They were bad, man. They were bad. You know what I mean? Remember, because that's when they started using a lot of the rappers. When rap started advancing, they started using the double entendres. And what did he say? He said something like "da da 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 to let up." To rap like Hines, you gotta catch up. That was a bad one. See, it's simple, but it's a great double entendre. And like they were doing a lot of them. They were doing a lot of them. You know what I mean? That's when rap, like that period there, when Cash Money, Marvelous, Public Enemy, Cool G Rap, and LL, and Run DMC kind of kicked it off. The Beastie Boys. Rap was just bad, man. BDP, the Juice Crew, Cold Chilling Label, Def Jam, Heavy D. Rap was just bad. Just sick. Sick, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ethereal says, yeah, Tila Rock is groundbreaking. Yeah, definitely. Jimmy says he's a Papa San Spanish town youth, but in England, I used to walk with a ghetto blaster, just like I did. And vinyl mat, breakdancing, clash man to the African Bambata, Run DMC, etc. Yeah, big up Papa Sam. Big up Papa Sam. One of the original fast tongue DJs, bro. Ulick says Beastie Boys, not heard them for a long time. They were very good. Paul Revere. They were good, man. That reverse bass line was just crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? I remember in my brethren's car. He said, "Why'd you keep rewinding that song?" I had to play that song. That song was just crazy. Bad, man. Ethereal, Blue Funk, Heavy D, Primo Beats. Yeah. That was bad, bro. Ethereal, Blue Funk. Yeah. Heavy killed that album there, bro. You know what I mean? I love that album from Heavy. Big up the Hefster. Here comes the Hefster. I don't know what makes you sick. BG says Darling was super bad back in the day. Better than Coco. I still want both. Tom says Ultramagnetic sounded like they were from another planet to me. I look forward to them bringing out music. See, with Ultramagnetics, man, they was schooled on how to make their music by Paul C. A lot of people don't know Paul C. Paul C was basically a white kid or white man who used to work with making rock music, and then he got involved into hip hop, and he taught Said G how to work the SP. He taught Large Professor how to work the SP. He produced the majority, I believe. No. Who produced the joints on Rakim's second album? I'm sure Large Professor did it. I think Paul C did as well. And then he was taken away from the earth prematurely because of his girlfriend. Done some stupid crap, and he was unalived. And Paul C was like not just a good beat maker or just that. It was his engineering skills. Like when he done that James Brown from what was that crew again? The Puerto Rican black kids. What were they? Were they Puerto Rican? Or them Latin black kids? Casanova. Let me see if I can put them in the engine and find out. I still love that song. Casanova Rudd, I believe it was. Super Lover C and Casanova Rudd. They had a song called The James Brown, and they used that Impeach the President drum beat, and Paul C produced it. And the amount of compression he got on that drum beat. Now, this is going to sound a little techie what I'm talking about, unless like you're into all that. You say, what are you talking about? But the amount of compression he got on that drum was absolutely ridiculous. And we've had the discussion a few times about what would hip hop have sounded like if he wasn't taken away. That's why when Lord Jamal came out with that crap that time about white people are guessing hip hop, shut the fuck up, bro. Just shut up. Shut up, man. Shut up. You used to be a really constructive part of the rap movement. You bought Dead Presidents, you did Brand New Biz, but now you're just talking absolute rubbish for no reason. You know what I mean? Talking absolute rubbish. Paul C He definitely taught Said G how to use the SB. And what Said G was doing, where people were looking for loops, they were looking for clean loops. But Said G was looping beats which had vocals on them, which wasn't being done. And the Critical Beat album is probably one of the most funkiest hip hop albums ever. It's just flipping bad, man. It's just bad. It's just bad. You know what song I really used to like was Ego Tripping, because you could it just sounded like they just got these science textbook and started reading from that. That was just crazy. I mean, it's crazy. You can't bite that rhyme from Kool Keith or Said G. Can't bite that. It's crazy. Yeah, I love that. I love that album, man. Critical Beatdown. And then they came with the Four Horsemen after that. And what was the other ones? Raise It Up. I used to love that song, Raise It Up. And Raise It Up was bad. That was like a church song for us in hip hop, man. You know what I mean? Raise It Up. What was the other one on the album? Raise It Up, Papa Large. Two Brothers with Checks. Is it Two Brothers with Checks? That beat on that was just bad. Two Brothers with Checks. That was crazy, man. That was a crazy song. Said G is so underrated. So underrated. And here's the thing. Said G produced most of Criminal Minded. And a lot of people don't know that. He didn't get credited. But KRS-One always said, yo, Said G did a lot of work on that Criminal Minded album. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tom said, overweight lover in the house. That could be my theme tune. Yeah. Ulix says, Coco was extra and always seems to be working out. Mm. Okay. Tom says, Darling was super bad back in the day, better than Coco. Yeah. I still want both. Okay, Ethereal said, my friend rapped in a UK show with Lord Jamar in the late 90s and said he was very rude to him and the rest of the UK rappers. Dr. Woodok, I like Kool Keith as he evolved his style. Yeah, Kool Keith was crazy in it. Ulix, he said, okay, I need some sleep. Good night, Beats. Great show once again. No one does it better. Pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. Tone says, Said G produced the remix for P is Free. The beat is crazy. KRS-One was Gully on that track. Yeah. Wow. South Bronx. He produced did he produce the South Bronx? He produced The Bridge Is Over. That was bad, man. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Bye. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. They come in and they dance with a spliff for Sensi. Down with the crew called BDP. If you want to join the crew, then you must see me. Forget about Shannon or the one Marley. Because Shannon, Marley, they be rhyming like they picking up the mic and they don't know what to say. Say the rap started out in Queensbridge. Say lines like that. You know you can't live, so tell them again, you have to tell them again. Go on. Tell them again, you have to tell them again. The Bronx keeps creating it. Manhattan keeps on making it. Brooklyn keeps on taking it. And Queens keeps on faking it. That was bad, bro. The Queens and Bronx, bro, was a war. Yeah. The good old days. I was watching Fat Joe and Jada and Ralph McDaniels. What was that show you guys had across there with the videos? The hip hop. We didn't used to get that, man. Flipping pissed me off, you know. That really used to get on my nerves. We couldn't get it over it. What was Ralph McDaniels? It used to get on my nerves. My bridges across the prom. Yeah, you don't get it across there, do you? No, we know. You know I don't get it over here, and you're still flipping, running me up. I used to do the rap videos. Of what's the show called? Music Box. It was bad, man. I did get some videos though of it. It was flipping bad. It was better than MTV raps. Ralph McDaniels. Wow. Important. He's very important to the hip hop culture out there. Ralph McDaniels. Very important. Jimmy says his gym workout was Redman and Wu-Tang. Says, if I'm going to tackle cocoa, says Ethereal, need to have been drinking the manish water and hard food. Huh. Oh, good. Rap City? No, it's not Rap City. That's the Music Box. Ralph McDaniel's Music Box. Yeah. Big up Ralph McDaniels, man. Video Music Box was the first Rap City. That Video Music Box came just before Rap City. Anthony. Yeah. MTV Raps was good though. MTV Raps was good. Lyricist Lounge, yeah, Lewis, yeah, that was good. Lyricist Lounge. They used to have them. I forgot it now. Did they used to have them freestyle sessions where the rappers would do the freestyles? No, I'm thinking of Freestyle Frenzy. Remember them? They had them CDs, with them, or you could get it on vinyl as well. The Freestyle Frenzy series, where the rappers would just rap on beats. It was okay. It was nothing outstanding because a lot of the time, the lyrics they were using, you'd find them on their album cuts here and there. There wasn't really freestyles as that, unless you got Supernatural or someone actually freestyling. You know what I mean? Dr. Wu Doc, Lyricist Lounge had Wordsworth and them, man. They were freestyle different scenarios. I think I know what you're talking about. I remember Wordsworth. Wordsworth and Punching Words. We used to have what was the one John Z D used to do and Ty used to do? I can't remember. Was it what was it called, man? What was it called? Was it Ghetto Grammar? Was it Ghetto Grammar? John Z D. I used to like John Z D. What's he doing now, I wonder? Wow. Yeah, Ghetto Grammar. Ghetto Grammar. How about I spell it without an E? Put A in it. That might serve me a little better. Learn how to spell. Dr. Wu Doc, Lyricist Lounge Show. Damn, I forgot about that. Susan M. I used to rap a little when I was a tomboy teenager. Like Jada Kiss, bro. I was listening to the album they made when they left Bad Boy. We Are the Streets. They were the biggest thing. I'm telling you, an underground rap at that time, boy. Like over here, I mean, 'cause, like I used to sell CDs. They were the biggest thing. Biggest thing. That's all the youths wanted was the locks. The locks for a little while. They it was all about the locks, bro. We are the streets. If you thought we wouldn't make it, F you. Susan M used to be at Ghetto Grammar every week. Ty, Cash, Kosha, DJ Kofi. I remember DJ Kofi. Yeah. BG London. Early 90s was the tomboy era. But the thing is, though, the tomboys in hip hop, they were cute still. You know what I mean? They were cute. They were still cute. Oh, man. Ghetto Grammar. R.I.P. MC Ty. Susan M says good times. Big up. I don't think I ever got to the Ghetto Grammar. I don't know why. Tone says opinion. PMD was better on the mic than Eric Sermon. Well, it's not an opinion, Tone. It's an actual fact that's forged in concrete and gold. Of course he was better than Eric Sermon. Like, what was the bars, man? Like, he was better. Cool, yeah. PMD was definitely better. Eric was the beats man. Eric was good, but what was the bars, man? You can get rough, rugged, hard like pea. Tried it on my man, but you couldn't touch me. Yeah, I get no front rapper on a quest. You get your head flown, boy. P one with MD Page. You goddamn right, boy. Stay out of my way, cause I clock G's while you clock Z's, and I don't smoke MCs. So pick up a man, cup a squat, and take note. Rapper suffer from bleeding splains and split throats, cause my style very schizophrenic, psychopathic. A rapper choke like a carburetor. Please not to panic. Don't say yeah yo. Oh man, he was bad. He was a lot better. He was a lot better. Like I tell you what, when they done is it business as usual, he was actually one of the best MCs in the game. I think a few people realized that at the time. That yo, PMD is spitting some shit. But that was only for that maybe only for that season though. He was one of the best MCs in the game. You know what I mean? Wow. Wow. He was bad. Yeah, Doctor Wu, PMD was better, but Eric, what you said there, Eric had the humor, and he had the cotton wool, the slur. He was like so amazing, like he was like crazy. It's a balance, isn't it? It's a balance. Yeah, because like Eric would go off and do something mad in his bars, while PMD was more straight bars. It was just like straight hardcore bars. Wow. Yeah, Big Ted. Dr. Wu. Big Ted. DJ Ted. Yeah, Big Ted. Susan said I was cute. Trousers 100 times too big. Belly top. That was my uniform. It's all good. This is a 90s flavor. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The 40 belows and the Tims. Wow. Jimmy said I'm different, but I think I could drop something nice with Lady Chan. Yeah, Lady Chan got some skills. Got some skills, man. I never got to Ghetto Grammar. Why didn't I ever get to Ghetto Grammar? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go. He was always like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go this week," and never got there. Which wasn't good. But I used to like Jonesy D though. I definitely was pals with Ty. Yeah, I mean, Ghetto Grammar. Good old days. You know what? You know what the hip hop community's best program was then. It was Real McCoy in it. If you're a British hip hop community, it was definitely Real McCoy. Definitely Real McCoy. Yeah, yeah. All our clothes was too big. BG 90s fashion. Yeah. It worked though. It worked. It's better than this tight wear that you get today, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely better than, you know what I mean, like these tight jeans. Kids in their tight jeans. It's all good though. The boxing's been a bit off the radar since Moses pump up Dylan, isn't it? I haven't really spoke to you guys since that ever. All right. Definitely. Dylan. What was that? Was that on the Zone? No, that was on Netflix then, Rivera Cordona, because I'm seeing Amanda Serrano. They fought to a majority draw. What weight was that? Rivera Cordova. Oh no! Barrow upsets Tellez. What? How did that happen? So the Sauerlands are back in the game. I haven't seen that. See, I've missed. Boy, I've to jump off people. I'm gonna watch that. Tellez got beat. What? The Sauerlands are in the game. Are you telling me the Sauerlands got back in the game? This guy was going life and death with Why am I again? Sam Heggington on Monday. He beat him. Wow. And the new. Wow. Can't sleep on boxing, bro. You cannot sleep. Okay, I've got the full fight here, bro. I've got the full fight here. Watch this dude. You won the title. I can't believe it. But then again, he's been underestimated, hasn't he? I mean, because he's cleaned up at European level, Abbas. Britain, he beat a few Brits, few top Europeans. Yeah. Euro bums doing it, bruh. Euro bums doing their thing. He won the title. He won the title, people. That's mad. Mad things. So he took, that's the WBA title, I'm assuming, yeah? Tellez down in round 12. I have to watch that. You just never know. Just never know in boxing. What city in the UK has the best food culture? Except that's a loaded question, isn't it? It's a bit difficult one. That I mean, if most the cities have a varied amount of establishments, because like a lot of the cities are kind of multicultural, if you like. Peckham and Brixton and Norwood are what, BG? Wow. And press record and rewind. Put my tape in, tune the radio station, press record and rewind. Jimmy says Jadakiss is like the old uncle that nobody really messes with, and he doesn't mess with nobody either. Yeah, Jada just a cool dude with bars, isn't it? He's a cool dude with bars. Tone says pie and mash. Pie and mash and liquor. Mm-mm. Wow, Sounders have got a champion, bro. See, but Tellers was inexperienced, didn't he? He was 10-0. He's inexperienced. Cuban. I tell you, I don't rate Cuban fight. I got into an argument, and a good friend of mine went up. I don't think he's too keen on me. I told him the Cubans are shit. Yeah, but amateurs, they're good. But pros, they're crap, bro. Crap in the pros. They're not, I mean, seriously. They're not all that. They're not all that in the pros, the Cubans. They're just not. The Cubans, they said when they get freedom to travel, that they were going to start dominating. Now they've got a lot more freedom to travel right now. It's not happening. It's not happening. You know what I mean? The Eastern Europeans have produced way more. You know what I mean? They haven't taken over. Take heed to this last episode. Yeah, Payan Marshal Liquor. What's the best takeaway? Best takeaway? It depends, isn't it? It depends. Lisa Bell, she says she likes Lara as a pro. Yeah, Lara is one of the exceptions to the rule, Lisa. I'll give Lara that. You know what I mean? If you can get a good kebab, I like a good kebab. I know a lot of people say, kebab. Yeah, good kebab is decent. You know what I mean? It's good. Donna or shish. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I bet because if I say anything about the Caribbean restaurants, people will get upset. So I won't say no. They're perfect. They're brilliant. You know what I mean? Everything is brilliant. You know what I mean? We can't be critical. Yeah. Jimmy, BG knows about Saxon, Coxon. Yep, Lloyd Coxon and Brockwell Park. Oh, you mean? Yeah, that's the sound system culture, South London. Yeah. Lloyd Coxon is bad. Yeah. BG says, yeah, you see, he's got it. Chili sauce on a doner kebab. You know what I mean? Chili sauce on doner is good. Definitely good. Some garlic sauce and chili. It's all good. It's all good. Chicken or lamb though. Tom says service with kissing teeth. Yeah, you get all that, but you know. Jimmy General bagels. They ain't really no good bagels. Well, is there still good bagels? There used to be some good bagel spots, man. Brick Lane, was it Bricky? Or am I getting that wrong? We still got that after raving. I got Bricky. Get the bagels. Yeah. Yeah. So my girlfriend nearly got in that fight up there. I mean, just chill your ass out, man. Trying to fight the other gal. I mean, ignorant gal there. See, women don't think though, you know what I mean? You get into that, right? Then I'm gonna get my ass bust in there by someone, you know what I mean, like who I can't see on my blind side. You're not thinking about that though. Don't care about that. Got to clean up their crap. Women get dude this shit there, man. Seriously, I don't like that shit. Don't like that shit. You know what I mean? Is it Woolworth Road? Woolworth Road. Putting that in the search engine. Yeah, that's the one, bro. That's the one. I know that one. No, that's not the one. That's not the one. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. You're in a different hood from me. Where's the one in Brick Lane, people? Bagel shop, Brick Lane. I'm talking about East London. Bagel shop, Brick Lane. Is it still there? Wasn't there one up? Oh man, where is it near Bullspun? I'm telling you, my brain is just packed up on me. I'm not even joking, man. I can't remember simple things right now. Oh man, is it Ridley Road? Is it Ridley Road? Wasn't there one on Ridley? Tom says got a salt beef and mustard from Brick Lane years ago. Yeah, gave me the two bob bits and never been back. Okay, Ethereal said there's two on Brick Lane. Yeah. Flipping now, man. You know, the one on Brick that you know what they used to do is they used to do a good cream cheese and salmon. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, BG, Jimmy, yep, not alone. I smelt like Peckham back in the day. Had to be with the elders to go. Yeah, Peckham. Good old Peckham, bro. Oh, there's two on Brick Lane. I ain't been for a little while. What's the time now? Been on here for a little while, ain't it? 2 hours and 30, but I ain't chopped it up with you guys for a little while. That's why I extended the stay. Ethereal, I think COVID has done something to our brains. Don't even talk about that COVID thing. It's flipping. Listen, they tried to wipe us out, bro. Tried to wipe us out. Tried to wipe people out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Horrible. Jimmy says East London had to come with grime and garage. Trust me, they are good at it because dancing Jamaican-ish was all about South. Dancehall. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Fatman and Jimmy give South a run for their money because sound system. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Big up Ethereal. Yeah, they tried to do a number on us with that flipping COVID thing, innit? They tried to do a number. That was like anyway. Let me know. They might shut down my channel, but can't trust it, mate. Can't trust it. My arm just felt weak after I took that flipping jab. My arm felt weak. Weird. Listen, there's a lot of stuff, man. Like we don't want to confront it because we think they wouldn't do this to the nation, the population wouldn't do certain things. But you can't be that naive. You really can't be that naive. You got to think about it. Can't be that naive. Big up, Lisa. Woolworth Road is still there. You know, I'll be honest with you though, like Tottenham is rough, but I think the Brixton dudes are just a bit crazier. I'm not gonna lie. I know what I mean. Like certain roadmen it hasn't went down when I said that to roadman in North London because you know everyone wants to have the hardest ends, but I do think South London's a bit madder than North. Yeah, I do. I think they've got a few more nutters than we have. I just do believe that. They've got a few more nutters. And I've nearly got myself caught up in shit. Up in Bricky. Up in Bricky, in that record shop, on my seldom returns and other business transactions I've did with them. And I even told them the label I was working for, I don't want to go up there. I don't want to go up there and deal with them no more. I don't want to go up there. And he said, well, I mean, who else is going to go? So there's enough people who can go there. Yeah. Send me up there then. Send me up. They didn't want to deal with them guys. Is it Red? Were they Red Records? Was it Red Records, Brixton? Yeah, but bought my receipt. I sell the returns. Yeah, sell the returns. So you got the money or what? No. I said, can I get the records back then? Because that means you haven't sold them. No. Oh, this fucking motherfucker. Yeah, Brixton. Red Record. It was red. It was It was them. 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 And you know what I don't like about the bricky, like unless they're ganking you out of something and getting one over on you, they're just not happy. You know what I mean? Short you on the draw. You buy a draw from them, they got to short you. You know what I mean? I just nah. I mean, I'm being be honest, yeah. A bit grimy. A bit grimy. I don't know if it's changed. It's a bit grimy up there, man. It's a bit grimy. BG says, nah, Tottenham is bad. It is bad. It is bad. It is bad. See, you know what it is, though? When you live there, you don't realize what people are talking about. And then outsiders will tell you that it is bad. It is bad. But, I don't know. Going up the fridge and stuff. And they're just different up there. It's just different, isn't it? They're just different. They're just different. They're different. They're different. They're just different up there. It's just different. Dr. Wu, back in the day, we used to think Enfield and Edmonton was posh. Listen, see, when I was a kid, yeah, and my dad used to talk to his brethren, and I used to listen to their comments. Obviously, don't dare try and get involved. I mean, you flipping, put a kid in his place, and rightly so. But I mean, I remember that they always used to talk. Yeah, my house up in Headmanton, no, and like Miss Dr. Woodop, that means you moved up. Like what are they saying across the like Georgia and Wheezy? You're moving up. You have house in Headmanton. You know what I mean? But now Edmonton is just ghetto. Edmonton just hood. Just hood. Just it's just like an extension of Tottenham now, isn't it? Oh shit. Yeah. You moved to Edmonton. It's all good. Muhammad said they tried to take you out, Beats. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be funny. Like I smashed up some of the AMCs up in the fridge club. I destroyed a couple of them. I destroyed a couple of them up in the fridge, bro. And I was by myself. Yeah. I was by myself. On the open mic. Open mic rap battle. Yeah. Destroyed a couple of them. Yeah, it's all good though. My sister used to live up there, up Brixton. It's an okay place too. It's an okay place. You know what I mean? Summer Leighton. BG said Brixton and Peckham is nice now. You know, man's area is the hood. You sure it's nice? I'm not sure if it's nice. I'm not sure if it's nice, but he's probably a bit gentrified now. You know what I mean? It's all good. Hey, listen, it's good to have it a little gentrified, man, and have a few different cultures in there just to mix it up a little. You know, I know some people don't want that, but what Hackney? I remember when they were having them postcode beefs, and the youths around my end saying, "You going up Main Street?" Because I'm like, I was delivering. Yeah, you can't go up there. Why not? I said, we'll get killed if we go. Listen, man, I'm a working man. You know what I mean? Like when we were youths, we didn't have no postcode beef with Hackney. We didn't have it. We didn't have postcode beef like with Dalston and all this crap. How did you? I was asking, how did you get? How did all you get involved in this? For what? All my brethren come from Hackney. So I don't get it. I'm in Hackney all the time. From like, because how old was I then? I was probably mid-30s or. I said, yo, since the 80s, I've always been in Hackney. Always. I don't know, man. And then next thing I have to. What was the one I heard the other year? I was in tears. That Muswell Hill boys were Muswell Hill boys, you know. Are getting involved in postcode. I said, nah, you lying. Muswell Hill is, but see, everything changes. Just like I was saying, Edmonton was the step up for the Caribbeans when they got there now. So now Muswell Hill of all places got involved in postcode beef. Muswell Hill. Everywhere's hood now. Everywhere is hood. BG said he loves the gentrification. He remembers the badness very well. Yeah. Yeah. It's not the worst thing. Not the worst thing. When Muswell Hill are getting involved in that, then there's problems. What are you going to tell me? The Hampstead crew, yeah, in postcode beef. Nah, come on, man. Tom said going to jams where a lot of the crowd knew each other from prison. I stopped going out with certain friends. Yeah. Because you don't know where the knife is coming from to, put you in hospital. You know what I mean? And then, when you've got an ignorant girlfriend going to fight, you know what I mean? Like, come on, that's fucking madness, bro. BG said, "Gal, them scared to come to the end. It's not good." Mm-mm. Yeah, because that. I tell you what, though. See, when I used to live in Tottenham, yeah, certain girls that I'd buck up with, they didn't want to come up. They didn't want to come on the ends to come see me or whatever. They would especially like near the time when the insurrection is what I'll call it popped off around 1985. Didn't no parts of it. They wanted no parts of coming around the ends. You know what I mean? Tone said, "You just said it, Beats. Nail on the head." Yeah. Girls will get you in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like they're not thinking that if dudes get involved, they're not gonna go after you. They're coming after me. And I ain't got no tool on me or nothing. Jimmy said, "Bruh, man would go frontline after school and didn't live in Brixton. Know the man them and gal they both." Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to have the front line on Broadwater Farm. Now buses run through there. You know what I mean? Everything changes, isn't it? You know what I mean? Everything changes the front line, you know. That was crazy, man. Like, you see when that CRACK epidemic started, right? You'd be in the ends, and women would come up to you. Where can I get it? And you're thinking, what are you doing? How have you got onto this? But that's what that substance was doing. Where can I get it? Where can I? Like, oh my God. You didn't used to see that. Like, you barely saw women on the front line before. You barely saw. And now all of a sudden, just sad. It was quite sad, you know. It was quite sad. It's pretty sad. Tom said once some dude tried to strangle my friend with a leather belt in a club. It stemmed from a disagreement in prison. I had to question my raving decisions after that. Yeah. It can, like, you see, that's the thing. Like what you're saying. Sometimes you don't know what your brethren are up to or what they've been up to. You know what I mean? Because I've been stopped in the road. Like, man from, like, it was Hackney dudes actually stopped me in the road and said, you know him and this and that. It's like, boy, I mean, I said, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, you don't want to move with this, that, and that, and this, and like, you're thinking, damn. And then they're getting a little twitchy. You're thinking, flipping out. And this is because of your like, who you're moving with, bro. You haven't even got a clue what they're talking about. Not a clue. Scary. I've never seen these dudes in my, but they know what I look like. I've never seen them before. Tom said that Beats, my brethren, was a wrong and probably deserved it. Yeah, often that's the case, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you don't always know what your brethren are up to. You don't know. Enough people, like a lot of people, have got incriminating and stuff they haven't had a clue about, and have either found themselves in trouble with the police or just, you know what I mean, like with dudes on the road. Yeah. It can be precarious, to say the least. The roadman, oh man, all that roadman shit not good, bro. Really not good. Not good at all. Sylvester, what's good? Jimmy said, my postcode was me. I go where I go. Sometimes, I don't know about that. So maybe you're a bit of a rebel then, Jimmy, because sometimes you got to think about it, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, man. I was cool up in Halsden, but after a little time, I stopped going up there for whatever I was doing because there was too much shots, too much gunshot licking up there. I'm not going up there no more. I'm not going up there. I'm not going up there no more. Yeah. That was in the 90s. They had that little spate. But in saying that, there was a certain demographic getting involved in that crime. I'm not going to say, you know what I mean. You got to think about it, though. You got to think about it for real. Mad people then. And the thing is, when I used to go up there, it used to be a cool place. I used to like Halsden. Then after a time, can't go up there, men's no more. Can't go up there. Too mad. Just too mad. But a lot of my friends, in saying that, like Jimmy's probably like some of my brethren. Oh, I don't care. I'm still going. I'm still going. But not me. I'm not. No, I'm not going up there, bro. Not going up there. Not going up there. Like I used to still go up Hackney, but it got very dangerous up there. Like when Trends nightclub was active, it got very dangerous up there. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Crazy, man. Like Vlad TV, he embarrassed himself, and Bobby Shmurda had to put him right. But what would he say? Vlad said there's no machines in England. They don't have machines in England. And Bobby Shmurda said, no, they ain't got machines in there. Yeah, they do have machines. Yes, they do. You know what I mean? Bobby Shmurda said he's been over. He said, no, they definitely got, you know what I mean? And Vlad's an idiot. Vlad is an idiot. He also said the police don't have machines. In certain patrol cars and units, they have their thing in the flipping box. Yeah, they don't carry it on the street. But of course they do. Yeah. He's an idiot, Vlad. Him and Lord Jamal. Bloody idiots. So who else thinks that Canelo is going to knock out Crawford? Let's stop talking about Road. Road is mad, isn't it? Road is just like, if you want to talk about Road, we talk about Road. I don't mind. Just as long as you don't go too deep into it. Anyone give Crawford a chance? I think he's got a chance. But I'm reluctant to pick Canelo. Like, Canelo ain't got a stoppage for a long, probably since he fought Caleb Plant and Billy Joe Saunders. I just don't know if Bud can fight at that weight. I think I've got Canelo as a slight favorite. I hate picking against Bud, man, but I think Canelo is a slight favorite. I'm gonna be honest. I think Canelo is a slight favorite, but then again, Bud could be just one of them guys, just that generational talent. But we'll see if he can pull it off at 168. I'll be shocked. Not shocked, but I'll be impressed. I won't be shocked because Canelo looks a little vulnerable. That he can be outboxed, outsped. If Bud gets a good start and he's outspeeding Canelo is going to have it all to do. It's going to have it all to do. Can Bud take Canelo's power? What's the time? It's going up to 2 o'clock. Tiger Twin says fight like Lara. No, you have to fight better than Lara. Crawford will only win a moral victory, says Anthony Mackin. You reckon? No chance of an actual victory? Tegger Twin said he's got a chance for sure. Anthony Mack said we need more armed police out here, especially in parts of London. See, that's the thing. Like you're saying, we need armed, but they just need like visible beat cops as well. There's none at all, and like there's basically no deterrent. Like if you own a shop out here, they just got like they don't care if there's CCTV or anything. It's not like no use at all. They're just going in there and taking the stuff out. Going in supermarkets, like shops like Greg's or whatever, and just take out food, take out their lunch, and walk out with it. Like it's legal. Like I'm not being funny. The other year, right, the school kids were teething out of the shops so bad, right, that the story I heard, some people are saying it's not true, but I think it is true, right? The authorities had to step in because they obviously had their suspicions and had a few kids marked. They had to threaten the parents, right? Threaten the parents with eviction from their council dwellings or wherever they're renting if their kids didn't stop teething. It was getting that bad. Can't control their kids. Madness. And yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm not afraid to do it. It doesn't bother me. It's a lot of it is the single parents, the single women parents raising up their Lego beast boy they can't control when they get to a certain age, and they got to keep it real. Yeah, truth is the truth. Doesn't matter if people don't like it or if it sounds like anti-men, anti-women. Truth is just the truth. It's anti-black, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters, right, is assessing what's going wrong and get it dealt with. And to do that, you've just got to speak the truth. You've got to speak the truth. I see a lot of other stuff that I'm not going to bring up here, but it's just not right. It's not right, man. Kids are just running wild. In packs. Running wild in packs. Anthony says Canelo is being lined up for Shiraz in 26. Tony's going for bottom points, although the judges probably have Canelo 5 rounds up 3 weeks before the fight. Jimmy said, to be fair, I was aggressive, but I was always the bullied protector. I love to fight men bigger than me. Anthony says Crawford will have to engage at some point, and that's when he will get caught, and he can't run all night at that new heavier weight. That's got to be a talking point, is when Crawford gets caught in an exchange with Canelo. Canelo looks a lot thicker set and perhaps more robust. Roofline says Canelo is going to bulldoze through Crawford. No. That's just wishful thinking. No, he won't. Anthony said, yeah, I mean, visible armed police on the beat in parts of London. The criminality is off the scales. It is. It really is. It really is off the scales. BG at Jimmy. Certain man was on demon time. Anyone can get it, trust me. Anthony said, I think that the handgun laws for private owners needs repealing. We are no longer in the 90s. Right. Tom said, why am I laughing at beats? All these kids are too damn teeth in little baskets. Yeah. Have to tell their parents, like, yo, we're going to take your council housing away from you. You know what I mean? Anthony says people should at least have a right of home defense. Can't argue with that. Although, do I like the idea of a lot of people in the ends just having guns in their house? I don't know, Anthony. I just think it just develops a paranoid environment. You know what I mean? Because America has a lot of shootings that were probably preventable if there wasn't such a proliferation of guns in certain areas. But I do see what you're saying, though. I do see what you're saying. The gun culture in America to me is a little scary because we're not used to so much people packing. If you grow up in a culture like here, where yeah, don't get lots of the roadmen have got straps, but regular citizens like myself, no strap, no strap, bro. When I was a youth, I saw that stuff, but nah, man, not for me, not for me, bro. Definitely not for me. All right, people. Mr. S, I live in a white hood. I don't need a gun. But my meat cleaver is by the door. Two big shanks in the bedroom. And a cricket bat in the boot all times. Yeah. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Ethereal says beat some cycling down Brixton Hill as we speak, going to work. Yeah. PG says he doesn't want to be around crime. No, it's not nice, really, is it? It's not nice. Jimmy said he lives a nice, peaceful, quiet life now. I'm a black single father who has raised 3 boys with autism, not biologically mine, but for argument's sake, and my little girl who will be soon 15. Yeah, just look after your family, man. Doesn't matter, like the biological, they're your children, innit? They're your children. It is what it is. Our population would decrease dramatically within 5 years if we had straps, says Ruth Line. Yeah, I just don't. It's to me. I just don't like. I don't like it. Don't like the thought of it. I really don't. Everyone's strapped up. Nah, just it's not something I look forward to at all. Nah. Mm-mm. Savage. That shit is savage, bro. That shit is savage. Because, like, you see in America, there's some people who just get really frustrated, like, and they might just clap someone, like, over something that doesn't warrant that. And then you see all the school shootings across there. We don't get that in the UK. Or am I missing the beat? Maybe there has been one. I don't think we've had that. Well, have we had school shootings in it? Nah, just could do without that. Could definitely do without that. Anthony says neighborhoods in JA, like where my mum lives with her husband, is a upper class, middle class, is an upper middle class area that everyone has a license strap. The criminals dare not enter. Yeah, yeah. And you see the thing with them areas there in Jamaica, man. Like the courts are going to be on the side of the working people. They're going to be on their side. So if you, like Anthony said there, you dare not go in there. You. And the thing is, the criminals, they're not stupid out there. They're not going there because if the police see them in them areas there and they know, boy, you don't belong here, sir. You're done. You're done. Can't do that. Can't do that. And a lot of the thing is, man, you know what annoys me about the UK is a lot of the youths who weren't on road when I was on road, they really think they've got it tough out here. And like, let me tell you, the police are like marshmallows now, bro. But in Jamaica, nah, they're not playing that. You act like a roadman, right, in front of one of them policemen out there, you're gonna know all about it, bro. All about it. And they'll humiliate you in front of all your friends, in front of your community, whatever it is. British police, I see the youths talking like really like tough to the. I'm thinking, you know, in certain other countries, police are not having all that talk from no youths out there. They're not taking no talk from them. They're not taking all that. You're not in no position to run your mouth with certain law enforcement in certain countries. Yeah. You try that in Russia or Ukraine or them countries if you're a kid. Or like in most of them Eastern European. No way. You wouldn't even dream of doing it. Mr. S used to live in Pakistan, and Pakistan, with the big cutlass Pops had was handy at times. Boy. Toby says, Tega Twin Cities, anti-guns, I'd say, but I'm from a small country town. Anthony said we could move restrictions for licensing bans than the US. BG, crooked arm police is scary. Okay, Anthony's only advocating for home defense, not open carry. Yeah. But I think once you have it in the yard, you'd be tempted to bring it out in certain scenarios, if you're going out late. Roofline, you think we'll have a civil war against the hotel migrants? It's looking closer than ever right now. Um, I think I'm gonna be honest, man. It's not gonna be popular with those who have a more liberal approach, but they might just be better off taking the approach that the Greeks are doing. The Greeks are seen in there, and they're just marching them back to wherever it is and can't come over here. Can't come over here. You can't appeal. You can't. No, they're just saying no, 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 no. And you know why they're doing it? Their country was near financial collapse just a few years back, and it probably still is. Their economy is probably still unstable. You can't be going over there to ask for resources. Are you mad? Is that Lady Chan? I'll probably be on her podcast tomorrow. Maybe. Big up. Yeah, yeah. I think home defense is a fair shout at it. I think it is a fair shout, but I just don't think it stops right there. Mr. S, he said this time last year, police in Jamaica duppied off my cousin. They're not messing about, bro. Tega Twin Cities said his parents, yeah, see, Nigeria not messing about. That the police would beat you on sight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyhow, you lip off to the police in certain countries, and see, let's see if you get the privileges you might get in the UK. Lip off. Anthony said, as long as you have a clean criminal record and are probably vetted by the police, I don't see why you can't be allowed to own a gun in your own home for defense only. Yeah. Well, you see what the issue is. Not the issue, but um, it's easy to say defense only. But if anything pops off, then they're going to ask if you used disproportionate force or this, that, was that necessary? And that's the grey areas in the system. So it's never clear cut. It's never clear cut. But nobody should be in your house. If they're in your house, yeah, you should probably be able to do what you've got to do. But if you shoot someone and it's a fatality, yeah, yeah, man. Roof line. They don't want Mitzi buying guns and swapping for drugs. Yeah, the migrant situation over here. But I do get it. But a lot of the stuff they're saying is some bullcrap though about the gangs and the girls. Now there are pockets of girls who are probably being groomed, but that's not a problem. Let's leave that. Let's leave that. Let's leave that. Let's leave that for now. And he says, leave that to the police and courts to determine if you used excessive force or not. Yeah. But remember that Martin, was his name something Martin, the was he a farmer or he might not be, he was in the country and he shot the kid and killed him. I don't think he went to jail, but they were pushing to to put him in jail. And he couldn't say it was self-defense because the kid was running away. But at the same time, if he's running away with your goods, is it justified if it's not self-defense and you're just like taking someone out because they stole something? A lot of people would say no. A lot of people say you're a thief. You deserve all the bullets you catch. Some people are going to say. Mr. S, on a nicer note, just got back from a Vietnamese wedding. Remy bottle on the table in one to take home, enough lobster, an abalone, and suckling pig belly bus. All good, man. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is ripe for exploitation, Tom. Yeah. Is it Tony Bennett or Tony Martin? I think it's Tony Martin. Yeah, that's it. Tony Martin, Anthony. Yeah. Yeah, like he had to fight for a little while to clear himself. And that's the thing, like, okay, you might eventually get off, but it's stressful. It is very stressful. But it wasn't the first time they broke into his house or his property. It wasn't the first time. I didn't like Piers Morgan going over to America and telling the Americans what they should do with their guns. Though you don't live over there, you need to keep your mouth shut. It's got nothing to do with you, old posh boy. I live in Indian guns, and you don't have to live there, bro. Yeah, see, they're saying he was never remorseful. He was actually jailed. He was actually jailed. Looking at this now, he was jailed. He's 80 now. I think he passed away around, no. Did he pass away around 2012? Mm. Oh, no, he died this year. He died at the age of 80. Yeah, he unalived the kid. And then he was probably getting death threats as well, Anthony. That's the thing. Like this is a culture we're not used to living like our cousins across the pond, where you know what I mean. Getting strapped is like brushing your teeth, isn't it? But over here, it's a little different, man. Yeah, they're saying he was never remorseful. He only died this year. Fred Barras, 16-year-old kid. And he wounded his accomplice, Brendan Fearon. See, here's the thing, though. I was a lot younger. This is 1999. And I'm not sure if I think the same way. But at the time, I was on the farmer's side thinking, yeah, I mean, good, fucking teeth, blah, blah. I was like, and now, while I'm still on his side, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It's a difficult one. He doesn't look. How long was he in jail for then? So they did actually lock him up. And like they're going into his character and stuff, saying he's not easy to live with. What's that got to do with the shooting? He didn't go out there and try to shoot them or get in no beef with them. They came into his world. So whether he did seem like a miserable old git, but that's not the point. We shouldn't be assassinating his character and digging for anything for that. We're talking about the gun law, not his character. See, but in the country, you are allowed to pack, isn't it? And I don't think everyone, but in the country, or if you've got kind of like any agricultural work, you might be able to pack. In a city, obviously, you know what I mean? No. Tone said he remembered this fella from the area I grew up in, chased the burglar on the street, hurt this person and got banged up for it. Wow. BG London at Mr. S. Is the pound strong in Vietnam? Good morning, Vietnam. Anthony said, I think that your reservations are because you are comparing us with America. We don't have a constitutional right to bear arms. We could have more restrictions on licensing. Well, I think that there's like certain state. I don't think can you. I don't think can you protect. Can you keep in your home in New York? Are you illegally allowed to pack in your home? In Texas, I think you can just walk about with it, bro. If you're licensed to do so. Wow. People, it's been a great conversation, man. Mr. Doc, Mr. Woo Doc, we often have to sign off on fun licenses. And he said, then again, you might have human rights and discrimination litigation if you reserve it to certain areas. I tell you what, Anthony, it opens up a whole can of worms. Yeah. Now we can see the practicality of protecting yourself and your family. We can see the practicalities there, but there's a lot of a lot of areas that are very contentious. Yeah, like in America, why do some of the states have open carry laws and others don't? See, in the UK, it's just going to be a blanket law because we're a lot smaller, obviously, a lot smaller. So it's just going to be one blanket law. Either carry or just home protection. Toby said, not as many farmers have guns now, Beats, unless you have a real need. It's not worth the hassle. Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah. I bet, yeah, it's not worth the hassle because if it goes wrong, you know what I mean, you can up, even if it's a short time, you can end up in jail. And they tried to break in your house and you end up in jail. BG says, Karen with a gun. Lord of mercy. Indeed. Indeed. You just get some nutter. You don't like the way you look or whatever it is. To me, that's scary. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think a lot of people are responsible. People, it was good to catch up, but I'm gonna bid you good night. Peace.